Welcome back to another video. A couple of days ago I found this video of a woman acting really bizarre when she was being escorted out of a plane. And the ways I would describe her behavior, she was either mentally ill, and I mean severely so, clinically insane. If we had insane asylums, she would definitely go there. High as a kite. It looked like she was on multiple kinds of drugs. And the last one, possessed by a demon. Those are the ways I could describe her behavior to make it make sense. But even after finding a New York Post article about the incident, I still could not find any kind of explanation for her behavior. But let's just see what happened here. So this is about a passenger who was flying with Spirit Airlines, which is already a big mistake. Why would you be flying with Spirit? But anyway, she was cussing, growling at passengers before she was dragged off the flight. It says here that her name is Lonica Dillard. She was taken into custody on March 23 by the Las Vegas police over her strange behavior as she was flying to California, or as she was California bound. They weren't in the air yet, thankfully. The police arrived at Terminal 1 at the Harry Reid International Airport in Las Vegas around 1 a.m. Okay, wow, at 1 a.m. and the energy that she had, my God. The supervisor on the plane, the Spirit supervisor, she requested Dillard's removal from the plane due to the disruptive behavior and being a threat to the other passengers. As the plane prepared to take off, Dillard had reportedly been cussing and growling at other passengers. The supervisor claimed to police that she tried reasoning with Dillard before calling law enforcement, but the passenger began yelling and screaming at her. The flight crew on board told the police they witnessed Dillard snapping her teeth at other passengers near her in a motion as if she was biting at them. The two officers who made first contact with the Californian woman said they calmly explained that she was to grab her things and get off the plane when she erupted into a bizarre rant and refused to deboard. Several officers would end up being involved in removing Dillard from the plane. Police reported that she claimed that the officers were racist for removing her. Of course she did, and she allegedly yelled and made random and racist statements to the officers during her detainment. Of course she did. Of course she did. We'll get back to this in a minute. One of the arresting officers reported that Dillard allegedly lunged at one of them when they attempted to put her in handcuffs, and she also allegedly made a biting motion toward the officer. In the video showing Dillard's arrest, she was heard screaming at officers, "I can't breathe," before a flight attendant came on the intercom to tell everyone they would need to deplane the aircraft. The supervisor told the police that Dillard was prohibited from rebooking any flight with Spirit or another flight with Spirit, and that airline officials wanted the woman removed from the plane. Alright. Dillard was released from custody after being booked for her onboard antics and charged with violating airport rules. She's due at the Clark County Justice Court on May 29. Alright. Yeah, that is some very strange behavior, but you need to really see it. So I'm going to show you the video and then we're going to continue this conversation, okay?
You're hurting me, sir! You're hurting me, sir! I can't breathe!
As we just saw, her behavior was just so bizarre, and I cannot explain what happens to people the moment that air travel becomes involved in this. We see this happen a lot. The moment people get to an airport or get inside a plane, that's when they start acting really strange. We have seen multiple videos online of this. We saw this one woman who wanted to leave the aircraft because she was convinced it was gonna crash, and she believed that whoever was sitting in the back was not real. We had this young man at the airport who was with a Bluetooth speaker playing loud music and dancing on the chairs. So many different bizarre behaviors seen at airports and in planes. And she is one of the latest ones. I'm glad that she was arrested and taken into custody. I'm glad that she's going to appear in front of a judge, because this is just ridiculous. And of course, her weird sounds were bizarre, of course, to say the least, but the fact that she also yelled, "I can't breathe," seriously, that has become such a popular sentence to use after George Floyd died. Honestly. And let me be clear, in the video when she was saying that, they were holding her arms. Nothing that the police were doing were actually preventing her from breathing, but it's just become so popular that people just use it willy-nilly. And of course, the fact that she claimed the police were racist for trying to remove her from this plane. Of course you did. I'm not surprised that you did. Because everybody is always trying to use their race to their own advantage. A lot of people are doing this these days. Everything has become about race. Everything. It is not about your skin color, you weirdo. Your behavior was unacceptable and you know it. She knows it. But of course, she was gonna scream that they were being racist because that can make people stop doing whatever they're doing and that she can just walk away scot-free. At least that's what a lot of people think, but when the authorities are involved, that's not gonna happen. So, she's effed either way. I'm just glad that she's gone. I hope that whatever punishment she gets is a good one, and I hope that she also gets help for whatever problem she has, because I'm telling you, she was either possessed by some demon, she's mentally ill and needs to be evaluated, or she needs to go to rehab because she was high. So, I hope they can find her the help that she needs, because I hope that she never does this again, because this is just weird. Let me know what you think of this whole incident. Can you explain her behavior? I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.